yourself something funky.
Boom, but it's only me today. Been having a few little computer issues again. Corin's laughing because as I was trying to take them out, I was putting them back in faster than I could take them out. As I was trying to go live, it wouldn't let me go live. I seem to be, every time I click once on my mouse, it clicks twice. So if I mess anything up, yeah, cock-a-doodle-doo, birds, chickens. If I mess anything up, it's because of this thing here that me lightsaber. With that, I'm going to bring in Corin himself.
Hello, you managed it.
I did. So, a couple of weeks back, me and Adele found a local company in Hartlepool called the Hot Scott Hot Sauce Company. And
and Adele's convinced I have the same thing, but I don't.
But they're not.
I have
Corin has found the Great Scott Hot Sauce. So,
and yeah, you told me your Hot Scott was in Hartlepool?
Yeah.
Can you guess where Great Scott's based?
I'm not going to say Scotland because it would be too obvious.
No. Miles away.
Devon.
Nope.
As far away as I could think.
No. It's all the way up in Cornwall.
That's even further. Cornwall's further down.
Could not get further.
So the Great Scott Hot Sauce Company is in Cornwall.
Yeah, and you won't find a website for them, but you can search them up on Etsy and you should find them pretty easily. This first one from them, it's a bit hard to read because it's green on green. This is apple, gooseberry, and serrano.
Gooseberry's interesting in a sauce. It's not used very often.
No. I think there's only one other gooseberry sauce I've had, and it comes from Karen Wilmot of Saucy Lady. I think is was more of an orange gooseberry sauce, whereas this is the traditional green.
Karen Wilmot's sauces is one that you do need to check out because some of them come in really cool bottles too.
Yeah, but also just some of them are really nice flavors.
And some of the sauce, yeah. Not forgetting the sauces, but you do get the bonus of you get a really cool bottle.
Yeah, the Birds and Bonnets and the Midnight Mischief are my two favorites.
Sauces. I know you love the Saucy Lady sauces.
So this one it cooks the bottle quite well. As you can see, it's got a very sort of fruit pulpy texture, mostly from the apple, but there's definitely some gooseberry in there.
When you've tasted it, can we come back to the ingredients on it?
Will do. The taste-wise, there is a little bit of sweetness to it, but there's also...
Not yet. Don't go to the ingredients yet.
A fair bit of serrano heat.
My phone, but the colour of it looks yak.
Yeah, it's sort of... It is a slightly murky light green. It's not the most appetizing of shades, but taste-wise, it's rather nice because it's lightly fruity. It's got an earthy, sort of almost herbal element to it.
What flavour hit you first?
First, it was the apple, which apparently is Bramley apple, according to the ingredients.
So it would go well with pork.
Yes, it would, but it would also go very nicely with white fish or over a salad. And
it
yeah,
actually looks like a salad sauce.
Onion, garlic, chilies, apple cider vinegar, salt, lime, sugar, coriander, and gooseberry. And it does have quite a herbal quality to it. There is a little bit of sweetness up front, but I'd say it's still mostly a savory sauce. So
the thickness to that is all natural thickness. There's no added thickener?
I can't see any added thickener in here. So I think it is just naturally from the fruit. And there's a fair amount of pectin in apple, and there's a lot of apple in here, so that's probably what that is. And yeah, I do like the herbiness of that. I do find it interesting, though, that they say serrano on the front. The ingredients list only says chilies. I mean, you can definitely taste that that's serrano in there. The next one from them, this one you can read a lot more easily. This is their Kashmirian garlic. And I'm not going to tell you what's in it right away because, well,
go for the taste.
The taste will give away some interesting things about it.
Oh, that part.
Oh, I didn't get that quite as full on camera, but
I can
this
see
one,
well.
it's still a decent thickness, but it pours a lot quicker than the last one. Definitely doesn't have the stickiness of the fruit.
Evening, Joe, dude.
And it's a little bit milder, but it definitely has that sort of rich, dry chili quality of the Kashmiri chilies in it.
Right, so you say that one's a bit milder. Where would you replace the heat on the other one?
The other one, it's decidedly a supermarket medium, I'd say. It's definitely got some kick to it, but it's not crazy hot by any means. It's definitely not a habanero sauce or anything, but it's more than you expect of jalapeno because Serrano's a little bit hotter.
So this one's milder. What
Yeah,
flavour
this
came
one
first?
has a little bit of kick in the throat, but not too much. It's got a really nice sort of dry, rich chili quality from the Kashmiri, a little bit of a garlic undertone, and some tomato to it. But the one thing that really surprised me when I first tried this, and still surprises me every time, is there's a remarkable amount of basil in there. So yes, it tastes Indian, but it also tastes Italian. So it's just as at home in a pasta sauce as it is in your curry.
Right. This is where me and Del differ, because Del doesn't like herby sauces, but I do. And that one there sounds like that would be better for me.
Well, this
got
way you
basil
can
in
add all the herbs to
Got a
yours,
lot of basil
No,
in it.
no,
not have to give it
No.
any of them.
no.
There's a Del gone as soon as you mentioned basil.
You have to eat basil when you go to hell. No,
I like basil.
no.
Yeah, I like basil a lot as well. So yeah, this one I think probably my favorite of their three. Well, I say they're three. They make a few, but I got three of them.
That one
This
there,
one,
when
the
you were
ingredients
eating it,
list says. Oh, what was that?
that one there, when you were eating it, as soon as you said pasta, I was sat there and I was thinking, yeah, it does look like it just needs chucking in with some pasta in there, and
Yeah,
there you go.
so the full ingredients list is tomatoes, chilies, which are Kashmiris, garlic, apple. Oh, so there's actually apple in this one as well, huh? It doesn't look or feel like it or taste like it, but apparently there is.
It's just to add the sweetness.
Yeah. Spices, vinegar, sugar, salt, and that's it.
I like the sound of that one. I like the sound of that one a lot.
I like that one a lot, so.
Del can just go and sit in the corner and I'll have
And
one
the
of them.
hottest of the batch, the Fatali and Bikino. Oh, and lemon.
See,
Which
this
is an
might be
interesting
more
mix because Bikino are pretty mild, but Fatali has a good heat to it.
Fatali also happens to be one of our favourite chilies of all time.
Yeah, I do like Fatalis a lot. Personally, though, I lean more towards the weird Fatalis. Stuff like the chocolate Fatali and the white Fatali. You don't see anywhere near as often.
Just the normal Fatali yellow for me.
The yellow are good as well. You'll see this one's sort of a thickness between the two, and it's a little bit chunkier than any of the others.
I could see a couple of chunks coming through.
There are also some fibers in it which suggest it might contain ginger or similar. And that one, it has a very zesty and kind of lemon oily flavor up front. You do definitely get undertones of the red pepper that's in there. I suspect the chilies are still yellow Fatali, but it's hard to tell over the amount of actual lemon that's in there. And then, yeah, according to the ingredients list, there's also red onion, garlic, lemon, yes, definitely. Red wine, vinegar, spices, salt, pepper, herbs, and olive oil.
This company is called The Great Scott.
Yep.
And it's down in Cornwall.
Yep.
And so far, the last two sauces sound more Italian than Scottish.
Well, this one to me comes across almost like a very
No,
citrusy
but that
berry
isn't
berry.
sauce.
I'd say this leans more
That
African.
isn't sauce.
What was that, Corin?
I'd say this leans more African, if anything, because it's kind of peri-peri-like, but very citrusy.
Nice. It was just the way it was sounding in the bottom of the ingredients. They all seem to be heavy in the garlic and the herbs. And
Yeah, they do seem to like their garlic and herbs. And I see Joe Chili Cuba Andrews in the chat there saying that they're making their way through Daddy Cool's Fatali sauce. That is definitely a good either Fatali attraction.
Fatali attraction. It's one of, I think it's actually on the new website as being a recommended favourite.
Not surprising. It is a gorgeous mix of light and fruity, mustardy, citrusy chilies, and so on and so forth.
It is definitely up there,
Pretty
I'm
good
sure of it. It's definitely on the website as a recommended.
I think it was the first Fatali sauce I ever came across. And for a long time, it was the only Fatali sauce you could get in the UK.
Wow.
And from there, it seems to have become a more and more popular chili.
It's a brilliant chili. The Fatali chili makes brilliant sweet and sour hot sauce. Like Chinese style.
Questioning my pronunciation of jalapeno, I see.
Or say jalapeno on a steak.
I mean, it's Mexican. It's pronounced with the same sort of J as every other Spanish word, which is more like a H than an actual J.
It is. But I'm in England, it's a jalapeno.
Yeah, there are some crazy English people who'll tell you that. I'm going to have a tiny bit of my milk and then move on to the next bunch of stuff I've got.
Well, while you have a tiny little bit of your milk, I'll have a tiny little bit of mine.
Oh, you brought yourself some stuff to add. So the next thing we got is I made another purchase from the... one second, let me check the name of the place again. From American Sweets, I believe it is.
I think we've had these.
Yeah, these ones I've shown you before. I picked up some more of them because they're my favorite American import snack food thing. And
it might have been you that sent us them.
Also gets them. So that's probably where you've seen them.
Somebody sent us them. I'm sure we've had these.
No, the only crisps we've ever had are proper crisps. They're puffs.
I thought we had them as well.
No, I've never had a cheesy poof. I like cheesy poofs.
Yeah, very orangey. You can sort of see that there's some Red Reaper in that.
Can't see who Facebook user is, but he loves Jefton.
Tracy Freeman.
Oh, even Tracy, dude.
And they do have a nice pepperiness and a good bit of heat to them. Not a full-on Reaper heat, but definitely more than most of your chili snacks.
It's a super hot what's it?
So yeah, that's their Carolina Reaper flavored cheese puffs. But I also picked up a couple new things. So we got their fire roasted sweet corn fiery hot flavored popcorn, which says fiery a bit too much.
Have you tried these yet?
No. Oh. I'm about to open them on camera.
There we go. Let's see if they are fiery hot. Need 3 or 4 to find out. That's it.
Nice pinky red to them.
That's it. 3 or 4. Not too many.
Sweeter than I was expecting.
Well, they don't look like they're fiery hot.
Certainly nowhere near the Carolina Reaper curls. They're not bad, but I think they're more fiery hot flavor than they are actually fiery hot.
You might find if you hadn't already eaten the Carolina Reaper curls, they might have seemed a bit hotter.
Probably not tonight, because I also had a foul earlier, but maybe. Maybe on another time with a fresh mouth.
All these heat readings you've given me tonight, I might as well just forget about them because you had a foul earlier.
Maybe. No, there's definitely a little bit of heat to that, but I reckon you'd have to have a fair bit of the bag before it really prepped up on you. And then this just seemed like an interesting flavor of Doritos I've not seen anywhere. This is Flaming Hot Limon, which I'm assuming is lemon, but it could be lime. Does it actually say anywhere?
I'm going with lime because the packet looks green.
Wait, why is there cheddar cheese in here? That's not something that should be in the ingredients of a lime flavor.
It'll basically just say citric acid, won't it? So it won't let you know whether it was from a lemon or a lime.
Yeah, it does actually just say citric acid. Then sugar, then monosodium glutamate. Artificial coloring.
So
Yeah, a whole load of corn protein and cheeses. Oh, a
For
bit of
all
yeast
of-
extract.
for all of
Oh.
you carnivores out there, we can guarantee that in this product, no lemons or limes have been harmed in any way.
But it's also definitely not vegan with the amount of cheese in it.
I'm not vegan, man, but we can guarantee no lemons or limes have been harmed in any shape or form.
Oh, look at that color, though. I know it's entirely artificial, but that is a good red. Interesting. I was expecting more of a citrus kick. There's a nice undertone of citrus, but the first flavor is definitely more a sort of pepper powder kind of flavor to it.
Pepper powder, not actually a chili flavour.
Not a specific chili I can pick out, no. Actually, it's a lot more sort of lime, slightly zesty aroma than it is flavor, as it were. It sort of seeps around the mouth, hits the nose a bit as you're eating it. I'll tell you now, Adele, these are not going to help you with your one chip challenge or your world's hottest corn chips at all. This is nowhere near the heat of either of those.
For those wondering why I keep doing this, I am not pumping. It's so I can read the comments, because when I'm up there, I can't read the comments.
Right.
I'm not pumping.
Let me quickly check that, Stu. Because I know some red colorings will definitely be from that, but let me check this one.
They don't seem to use cochineal very much now for red colouring, do they?
Right, so 1 second, yeah, whatever. Except cookies for now. Well, apparently it's one of the most controversial forms of red food coloring, Red Lake 40.
I was going to say it is because they cover it up with its name, and then it upsets a lot of people because they find out that their food colouring was created with crushed insects.
No, apparently this one is a petrol byproduct. So, no insects were harmed in the making of this.
Mr. Heat 101, Brandon Peters is in the chat. Say hello.
Hi, Brandon.
Hello there.
He must be, that's who he'll be there. Oh, the mouse isn't working.
And you can see how much food coloring they've put on because my fingers are completely stained.
That'll be Brandon there. If he shows up as Facebook user, we don't know who he is. Yeah, I'm with you, Stu. Ringo. I bet it would be great on a barbecue.
Like an onion ring.
Yeah. I think I'd rather eat the Beatles as well, to be honest. Yeah. Certainly, with Beatles, you know what you're getting. With some weird synthetic petrol-based food coloring, you got to want it.
That's it, isn't it? It's petrol-based and you're eating it.
Yeah. I'm going to have another handful of the popcorn. Actually, is there cheese in these? Buttermilk solids and also the exact same food coloring in these, as it turns out. So,
well, you don't seem to be minding it because you are piling them in by the handful.
yeah, the popcorn's quite nice. The Doritos, honestly, they could be better, but that might just be my take on them. I don't know. I feel like they could do a little bit more in the way of actual tangy citrus and actual chili flavor. Yes, they have that zesty quality, but and yes, they have a sort of dried pepper quality, but they don't really have much else.
All I can say is with Doritos, you were never ever going to sell me one anywhere because I can't stand Doritos in any shape, form whatsoever. So
That's fair enough. But I feel like I've had better hot Doritos than these anyway.
Della's, on the other hand, she is a Dorito fan.
I can't eat Flamin' Hot Doritos. I can't eat any of the Flamin' Hot Doritos from the range. They give me the poops.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay. Huh.
It might be that funny food colouring they're using that's petrol based. What we might have to do is get you to take a crap in the petrol tank later.
I like Stu's comment. How many miles to the packet do you get from petrol-based food colouring?
We'll have to run an experiment. We're going to feed her on these Doritos and then get her to take a crap in the petrol tank.
Yeah, see how much biofuel she can produce.
I don't
my
suggest
favourite
anybody
thing
do
of the day,
that, by the way.
definitely this Kashmiri garlic sauce. Definitely recommend Great Scott on the whole. But yeah, this and the apple, gooseberry, and serrano are my two favourites from them.
I think the Kashmiri one was the better one for me.
Yeah, the Kashmiri one, I think it's the slightly better one for me as well, but I did enjoy both. And yeah, that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed.
I've enjoyed it a lot. It's always good to have a little laugh and a giggle with you. When you've come offline, can you? Oh, she can't because she doesn't have a website, does she?
What great? You wanting to link Great Scott?
I just want to grab a bottle because I want to try that.
I'll grab you their Etsy. It'll be fine.
That'll be it. Do it that way. I just want to have a little play with that one. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you very much and see you later, Corin.
Thanks for having me as always. And I'll see you again.
You will do. That was New Chilli-heads, Corin the Spice Freak Sloss. You know why I'm gone anywhere. So that was New Chilli-heads. Thanks everybody for coming, and I'm out of here. See you later.